set. It doesn't hurt. It's uncomfortable. No, it's just uncomfortable. Hurts to squat. Push-ups. Basically, the ones that I get really tired or bored of doing are the challenge. For push-ups, I'll do sets of 12 this time instead of 10. Progress it up.
That's a win. It's so much easier to be supportive and gentle.
Talking to Scott about like lighting in the gym yesterday. Lighting in the gym. Something I didn't think about was he's really good at that kind of stuff. I should send him like a video of kind of what I got and ask him if he's got any easy tips.
Bestow this sort of gentle, reassuring pat on the shoulder when somebody succeeds or falls short when they tried their best. Yet, given the fact that you tried your best, you give yourself a kick on the way out the door and a harsh word to follow you. Yeah. Because you got yourself in the pickle. Because it didn't go how I wanted to go, how I believed it could go. Life the ironic tragedy. Life is pain. Unreason. That's which is also an asset. Even as you go, why do you give yourself so much credit for screwing that up? You're gonna make a mistake. You gotta own them. Then you gotta make amends. And then you gotta move on. Guilt and regret kill many men before their time. Turn the page. Get off the ride. You are the author.
I'm so sorry.
There are habits that I notice, things I take.
All right, look who it is. Alberto. What's up, Alberto? Good to see you.
There's less doubt.
Today it's looks like you're calling me pal instead of kiddo. Nice, nice choice of nicknames. We're gonna put a challenge here on the screen. Give me 1 second, and you guys will see it pop up.
What you're leading into is that mystery going forward, right? That ironic tragedy, you have to something to push off the, well, I don't know what I do want, but I do know I don't want that. You have leverage, yes. You know, it's there. And we always say, well, who are you? You know, let's just figure out who you are. And we ask, I've tried to ask my kids that. I want you to know who you are. And part of that was helped me is Bob Dylan's lines like, I don't know, the TED talks about who we are, man. We are all just what we create ourselves to be. That gives me a little, oh, that's relaxing. But it's so much easier to figure out who you're not. And then if you start eliminating the who I'm not.
All right. So we got a challenge here on the screen. You should be able to read it. Each new like I get is going to force me to do a set of 12 push-ups. Try to make me quit. So every new like stacks it up. 2 likes will be 24, 3 likes will be 36, so on and so forth. I'm gonna plan on doing my regular rehab chest workout to build my right pec, which is the atrophy pec from the injury. But as you guys hit the like button, then I got to stop and throw these push-ups in. You guys don't forget to subscribe too, help us grow the channel. The challenge, this can be really fun like yesterday. Yesterday was Bulgarian split squats, and I think I got 21 total likes, so I had to do 210 of those suckers, which was not fun. But you can do the same thing today with the push-ups. Every new like will make it more complicated.
I think one of the themes of your worldview that I've become familiar with.
I think what I'll do, I've already got one like on the screen before the challenge started, but I'll go ahead and count it. Let me get started with a set of 12, and we'll see if we got more to stack on top of it when I come back.
People, or how do you have more of that perspective during a hard time?
I'd probably start off intellectualizing something that I know I probably should believe in but don't believe in it, and convince myself, even to an extent to trick myself, that you sit here and go, well, you just tell yourself, this too shall pass. Okay, great, what the hell's happening? Even if it's true, in the moment, you're like, what are you talking about, man? I'm in the dead section. I'm in a warning section. This sucks. I think that how much I'm conscious of it or not, my undeniable.
All right, there's another like. So there's another set of 12. Is that you?
This is how it is. And if it is, oh, so what? That's okay. But then really, so what? You know what I mean? What's the big deal? It minimizes. I seem to tendency not to make a bigger deal out of things that other people make a big deal. Drama. I don't like to say it false drama. When it comes and it's like, I am affected. I get the blues, I get sad, I get mad, I'm a shit to be around. I can't get to sleep. I got demons in my own head trying to work the riddle out. Why does that happen? That's the other thing that's tough for me is I think that any of that.
All right, looks like we're
my initial reaction is
stopped on 2 for now. Every new like past this, huh? Right here. I show 2 on my screen. If anybody can confirm that they say 3 or see 3, just put that in the comment section. I'll count it. Until then, we're going to go back to the regular workout until the legs come through and the challenge continues.
Presumably what you want to have more of, maybe what deconstructing that would be.
Yes. Can I try to follow some science here to why things are going well? And I did find consistency. You were appreciating.
Like so, Laura says she sees 3. Does anybody else see 3?
Taking them for granted. So I found a list of things on life, and when I get off track, I try to remind myself how you get slacking on something. I've definitely found consistency. I think we all have them if we just notate them along the way that they're not by accident. Let's cheers. Let's have a cheers on the way from things that will work that we have, right? Also knowing that it's not forever, that we will have a mountain to climb here. That's my best advice I need to give myself right now is listen to my own advice.
That was a great line when you say so many people are obsessed with how to live longer instead of how to live better. How do you ever think about that?
I'm for it. Longevity. I'm for it. But in the pursuit of it, I'm measuring quality of life on one way, some people aren't. And I personally don't want to have the highest number. But then go, well, I didn't enjoy that, or that sucked. Profit measures quality with quantity. So I'm saying real success is when you have profit. Really great longevity would be when there's quality years, quality time left in this life. I also say that because while I'm not looking forward to it, I'm not really afraid of death or dying. I'm looking forward to it. I'm shaking my boots if I'm face to face with that great white hand. I'm not looking forward to it. But I see it as a obviously it's a miracle. Obviously I personally see it as a hopefully a comma. Period. Tomorrow is not today's measurement. Wednesday is bad enough. Because people have suffering and consideration. It's a privilege, man. I'm trying to put food on the table right now. I think I'm talking about investing in my future.
We got set a high to low, van slice knocked out. Challenge is still going. Here's the deal. Every new like forces me into another set of 12 push-ups. So if you guys stack the likes, that stacks the number of push-ups you got to do. It was a pretty fun challenge yesterday. We did this with Bulgarian split squats. My legs are killing me. You can do the same thing today with chest. You guys hit the like button, and I'll add on another set of 12. Currently, I showed 2 likes. Started this live about 10 minutes ago. Exo Laura says that she sees 3. If anyone can confirm they also see 3, I'll go ahead and do another set. I only see 2 at the time though, so throw in the comment section if you see 3. And if you're just now jumping on, hadn't liked, be sure you hit the like button. Let's keep the challenge going. All right, everyone. Still at 2 likes. Y'all wear me out. Put the likes on the, go ahead and hit the like button. I'll add the reps. We're looking at 12 reps per set for every like I get. You guys want to make this complicated? Hit that like button. Make it fun. We had a good time with this yesterday. A lot of people in here commenting. A lot of people in here hitting the like button. We got a lot of subscribers. So you guys have fun with this, okay? Let's do it. Until then, I'm gonna move back onto my cable workouts, or excuse me, band workouts. Right now, I'm gonna move to low to high band flies, working that upper portion of the chest. You guys don't forget to subscribe. We're at 600 and.
When circles gets out, people doubt you on your first. All of a sudden, you're going places. You gotta go.
We're at 644 subscribers so far. Just go ahead and make it to 650 today. We can do that. So if you haven't subscribed, be sure you subscribe. Help us out.
Move from city to city. At least you can, in some regard, leave your reputation behind. However, if you lose your reputation with yourself, if you no longer trust you, I don't keep my own word. I know that I'm not a trustworthy person. I keep making promises to myself and to other people, and I keep on breaking them. I keep doing something that hurts other people, or the same person. They don't trust me anymore, and I don't trust me anymore.
The wrong time. That was definitely me doing the work I was doing and only being able to do the work I was doing and also getting logged on. Was eating at me. So I felt like life is good, man. I make good money. I feel like I can roll out of bed and do one of these tomorrow morning. Well, that's cool. I'm the go-to guy for this. I was countered by, I met Camilla, fall in love. She's now pregnant, the first child. My life was extremely violent. I was alive. Cried harder, laughed louder, felt more joy, all those things. But my work was like, all right. And I was like, well, I just thought work could be as challenging or as vital as my life.
What ethnicity is she?
We'll be glad right now. Appreciate it. It's not the other way around.
What ethnicity is she? She doesn't look white.
Lifestyle. He's vital. Yeah, if I do some drums I want to do, well, those aren't coming. All right, if I can't do what I want to do, then you could do what I do. Now that was, yeah, it was definitely courageous. I did honestly think I'd written myself a one-way ticket out of Hollywood. People close to me, basically almost everybody decided my wife was like, what is your major malfunction, brother? You got it, Meg. Why are you throwing a jackknife in this stuff? Where you tripping yourself running downhill, man? You did it.
All right, here we go. Still got 2 likes. Is it going to be one of those mornings again? One of those mornings we have very few people jumping on. Come on, guys. What's that? 13? Thanks. You guys get on. Hit the like button. Put some comments in. We can talk about whatever. I mean, we could talk about gym. We could talk about life. You can get on, and it's not unusual. Every once in a while we get a troll on here. You guys can roast me. Come up with your best joke, your best insult. Usually they're pretty sad, unfortunately. But if you think you got something good, bring it. Try to hurt my feelings. Good luck. You guys hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's keep this challenge going. So every like forces 12 push-ups. You guys try to make me quit. Try to make me to where I can't do it anymore, okay? Yesterday we did Bulgarian split squats with the challenge. Ended up having to do 210, and I was on the brink of quitting. And then we got, hey, look at that. We got Leandro Mora. Leandro Mora, I think I said that right. Looks like we got a foreign language here. Flavio 22 with an American flag and a, I don't know what flag that is. It's hard to see. Leandro, you have to tell me what flag that is, that green one. I can't tell. I'm not sure what it is you're writing. What's that? That's Brazil? Is that Spanish? Flavio? Okay. What's Flavio? I don't know. They sound the same to me. I know they're not. Yeah, they're not too far. All right, Laura, XO Laura says she says 3 likes. Anybody else see 3 likes? I only show 2 still.
Yes.
Portuguese is South America, right? Oh, you're right. I meant Brazil. I didn't mean South America. I didn't mean. I meant Brazil. But they all speak Spanish down there, so it's very similar.
What?
Down there, they all speak Spanish, or a dialect of it.
Where?
Brazil.
I don't know. Hold on. Because I thought that too when I was growing up. And
So,
one of these,
that transaction,
they're,
and hits and it lands like I
Your
wanted it
primary
to.
language is
Damn, it was a
Portuguese.
deja vu. It happened. That's how I saw it.
Brazil, South America.
no.
It's, I don't think
Yeah, we're South America.
Yes.
How's Brazil not South America? It's all
down
down
there
there.
go embrace.
They get really insulted.
Highs and lows
I've had
and
this
pains
conversation
and
with
pleasures,
Brazilian
understand that
friends.
those
Or
Portuguese
Portuguese
are
friends.
not.
So where's
Things to
Portugal
be
and
attached to
Brazil?
for
Like this?
it's just gotta be
It's all South America.
I have no idea.
Brazil is part of South
Become
America.
attached to those for your measure. Without complacency, trust the tires on yourself. What do you mean? Yeah, man. You get ahead behind it, and then you get to rush. Look, I know how to hustle, and let's go. The clock's ticking. We're all behind. All hands on deck. We got to get steps.
See if it's in South America. It's all down there. All of that down there, South America.
It's usually because
All of it up here is North America.
circumstances happen, that there's a crisis that you do it, or we've procrastinated and put ourselves in that position where we have cramp. But it's not those 2 circumstances. We gotta watch ourselves getting ahead of time. And it's on your side. So really what I mean,
Yeah, I knew it wasn't crazy. I mean, it can't just split off and be its own thing outside of the continent.
forced to
So
think.
it is. They're the only country in here that speaks
Country,
Portuguese.
but they're in the South American continent.
Yes, we're in that
Yeah.
continent.
They can't just split themselves off the continent.
It's not still moving at the same speed. more than 24 hours a day, even though we are looking for more. There's not any more unless you sort of change your workday. Maybe some people do. We are the
largest and most populous country in South America.
Not to make that trade-off.
Would you ever want to go?
It's on our side. And when we're feeling like we're
I thought it. I hear it's dangerous there too.
Really?
I know.
South America in general is getting really dangerous. I mean, so is North America, apparently.
It's not a very strong
Never
government.
would be better great basketball coach for you see be quick, don't be in a hurry. This is to basketball players. Be quick, but don't be in a hurry. You will miss things. You know, it's the let go step. And you sit there and you get a rush, you don't read the directions, you get to the end, you got 12 pieces left, you're like shit. Because you got in a hurry, you got ahead of time. Instead of just feeling broke, check out what I need to do, it's all adding up, and this thing's built right, and foundation right, and this last piece it fits. Voila. It was with time. Time's on our side. It's not an enemy. The end. Death is not the enemy.
Portugal and Brazil are geographically far apart and separated by the Atlantic Ocean.
Stave it off sometimes.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, that means the Portuguese people came over from Europe
Yeah.
But still,
To Brazil.
to Brazil.
Yeah.
Just kept the language. Just
Yeah.
impressive.
it's non-negotiable.
That's exactly what it said.
It's impressive because when the Spaniards weren't able to. I wonder if it's a different dialect.
Trying to make me more
Portuguese.
The Portuguese they speak in Brazil versus Portugal.
as I can.
I wonder if it's different dialect.
Succeed, achieve.
All right, we are still at 2 likes. This is not, this live is not popping today. Yesterday was popping, the day before was popping. I can't believe I'm using the terminology popping. That's really not something I ever say. Maybe that gives me some cool points. I don't know. But go ahead, hit the like button. If you're in here, you hadn't hit the like button. Make this challenge fun. If you're around somebody, look over at them and say, hey, get on this live. Share it with them. Tell them to hit the like button. Make this fun. We moved up to doing sets of 12 instead of sets of 10, so it'll be more difficult as soon as you guys start hitting the like button.
What's the theme there? Do you have a bass guitar in your band? You need a bass guitar, or at least somebody on percussion hold it down. I didn't hear the theme, I didn't hear the thread. It was digits. There was a soul in that story, which goes back to the quality with the quantity of information, but you get the soul in it. I hear the rhyme. There's rhyme to that, those digits. There's rhyme to those spellings. Oh, I see it over there. The wooden clue this word. Yeah, it's another thing. I can play that, the same damn thing. Interesting. Now I've got a rhyme. Now there's a song. That happens when time's on your side and you're looking at it without complacency. That's right now. That doesn't mean time's on my side. Yeah, dude. It's your life. When it happens, it's on. No. Clock city. It's on your side. Let's move with it. Dance with it. Let's roll with it. Facts.
You still show 3?
Your child neither do we. More than 1 million products, every industry, every day. Easy ordering.
When you are struggling, and when you encounter obstacles, because I guarantee you will, and you start thinking about giving up, I want you to remember something that has carried us through every moment of our lives.
All right.
And that is the
Got EXO, Laura, Carolina
belief
asking if there's anyone else in here. Well, according to my little ticker here, we got 3 folks in, only 2 likes though. So if you're in here, you haven't hit the like button. Hit that like button. Go ahead and challenge me to another 12 push-ups. The goal here is you gotta stack the legs, and I gotta stack the push-ups. Makes it interesting, makes it fun. Yesterday was a good example of that. I regrettably picked Bulgarian split squats. I ended up having 210 of those. We did the same thing today with push-ups, as we got 12 per set. So make it fun, make it challenging. Hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. Get us closer to 650. We're almost there. Remember to reschedule Tuesday's PT appointment? You set it on my alarm as I'm doing this. I don't know, I can just text them, it doesn't matter, it's become over. Alright, there it is. We got another like, which means I gotta drop down and give another 12 push-ups. Alright, this is the chance to make it hard. I'm gonna start the push-ups. If anybody hits the like button, any new likes, it's gonna keep stacking the number of push-ups I gotta do. So we got 15 folks on here watching. You guys hit that like button, make this complicated for me, okay? Make it fun. We're gonna hit another 12 now, and I'll see if we got more likes after this set. All right, there's 12. Once we get 4 or more likes coming in, we'll keep adding to that. Make it fun, make it complicated. Yesterday's challenge was with Bulgarian split squats. I ended up having to do 210 of those. You guys can make this just as interesting. You'll just hit that like button as you come through. Feel free to comment. You can roast me, encourage me, say whatever, insult me. Say whatever you want in the comments. We can talk gym, we can talk life. We keep my exercise, my workout going. We're still at 3 legs. If you look on your screen, there's a challenge here. Each leg forces me to do 12 push-ups. You guys try to make me quit. Keep stacking the legs. Just keep stacking the push-ups. Try to make me quit. Especially here, if you notice, my right pec is atrophied compared to my left pec. That's from the injury. That's from breaking my neck back in November. Forcing me to do these push-ups is going to help rebuild that right side, which is the side that lags. So you guys make this fun. Hit the like button. You guys let me know kind of what your gym routine looks like. I'm curious, any of you who work out here, what do you guys do to build the chest? You got something that's kind of a go-to, that's a staple, that helps? Used to is bench press, but you know, over time the bench, because of my injury now, messes with my spine, so I try to stay away from that, especially doing it too heavy. All right, we're gonna move on to the next thing. You guys keep the legs coming. Keep the legs coming. Accept the challenge. Make it tough for me. We're still at 3. This is a lame live stream this morning. There we go. There we go. All I got to do apparently is talk negative, and we'll get the likes coming through. I see 4 likes now, so let's go ahead and hit another set of 12. Another set of 12 push-ups. Yeah, Anna, keep it real. Hadn't seen you in a while. How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome back to the live stream. We got a challenge going here for every like I get. Forces me into 12 push-ups. So I think that was you. Got another like, so we got to go into it.
For me, it's going to accomplish something. Perhaps I'm still working better on vacations. My wife knows that I'm much easier to get along with on vacation. If I get a couple of hours to write in the morning and get away. I wish I could go 2 weeks ago. Hey man, but I get edgy. I'm not president because I need a little time to break sweat, mentally, physically.
Four likes. I'm gonna keep it real. Exo Laura saying hi. So let's go. Yeah, we got 4 now. Keep stacking them up. The more likes we get, the more we got to stack up these push-ups. Yesterday, Bulgarian split squats was the exercise. I ended up having to do 210 of those suckers. You guys can do the same thing with this. There's another like. There's another round of push-ups. Here we go. I'm gonna keep it real. Says, surprised you don't get more views. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Sometimes I get a flood of like 25, 30 people, and then it trickles down and they're gone. I don't get it. Exo says, Laura, she says, sometimes you do. Just depends on the day, I guess. Yeah, we had more yesterday morning. I'm gonna keep it real. Says, yeah, I guess. Maybe it depends on the time of the day. Probably. You know, it's 5:35 a.m. here in Texas, Fort Worth, Texas. Maybe that has something to do with it. Usually we get a lot of folks from India jumping on, although I haven't seen my Indian friends today. But hey, I'm gonna keep it real. Be sure you share this with some folks. That helps us out a lot too. Hit the like button, subscribe if you've already done those things. Share this with some friends you think might like it. That'll help us get some more views. Any of you who've jumped on and hadn't seen the prompt on the screen, starting to get a sweat going, okay? It means it's getting tough for me. Hit the like button, stack the push-ups. Let's keep making it tough. While we're waiting on some more likes to come through, we're going to move on to the next exercise, which is overhead press, working the shoulders. I'm going to keep it real, says, okay, you got it. Got a thanks from Exo Laura. Yeah, help us share. Appreciate that. Anybody you think will like it, just share it with them. If you got anybody hanging out with you, tell them, hey, log on to the live right now, even if it's just for a couple minutes. Throw something in the comment. Hit the like button. Whoever's with you. Send them a link to this live stream. So hey, get on there, hit the like button. Make it tough.
We are very unique creatures on this planet. We live on 3 different planes, don't we? We have self-awareness. We have the sense of purpose.
What is Zebo?
It sounds like my mom had this house.
Oh, we have one under the table there. Should I look it up? You know? Sure it is. Still got 5 likes. I think we're going to add something to the challenge here. See if we can just edit this one.
And that's why I'm giving you negative thoughts, negative voices in your head.
All right, everyone.
Literally flip the switch.
Each leg forces 12 push-ups. So 2 legs makes 24, 3 legs 36, so on and so forth. So far we're at 5 legs, which puts us at 60 push-ups. So far we've been forced to do 60. But keep stacking them. That's where the fun really kicks in, just like we did yesterday. So when you guys are watching this, hit that like button. Make it fun. Until then, I'm going to move on to the next exercise, which is overhead presses, working on the shoulders. I'll keep checking back in. Feel free to hit the like, subscribe, keep the comments coming. We'll chat between sets. I was going to add on to what we're doing.
What does it mean to be resilient? Means that you are able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions.
Don't get just that, don't get determination to keep going. And that's not the thing is being
So we're at 5 likes, which means so far I've had to do 60 push-ups. This live stream is not nearly going as well as the last couple days did. But that can change. We still got about 10 minutes left in the workout. That means you guys flood in, start hitting the like button back to back to back. While we got time, I'll be forcing you these push-ups. We can finish strong, make it real interesting. So hit the like button, add another round of 12 push-ups. Until then, I'm gonna go back to my shoulder workout, and I'll check in between sets.
It's just not a thought. You just do it. And it's almost irrelevant. And I can just keep living my life.
All right, there we go. We're at 6 now. I'm gonna go ahead and get another round of push-ups in. This is the chance to stack it, everybody. This is where it gets real complicated. We get one, if someone keeps hitting the like, or multiple people keep hitting the like button, then I gotta keep stacking the 12. So if you wanna make it fun, now's the time.
When everything goes dark in your life. When those people who you thought would be there for you forever suddenly leave you. When your dreams fall apart in front of your face. And anyone you come across tells you.
All right, Exo Laura says she sees 7 likes.
Seems like things
I only see 6. I get one more person in the comment section to confirm
I need you to find
that they also see 7. I'll go ahead and count it.
that won't be denied.
When all hell is breaking loose in your life, you gotta take a stand. You gotta stand up against all the negativity that's consuming you and surrounding you. And you gotta create a new reality for yourself. You gotta fight for a different outcome, for you and your dreams.
This is not the end. This is your new beginning. You have the power to change your story. No one and no obstacle can take that away from you.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it real. Also C7, so I'll count it. I only see 6 on my end, both XO and I'm gonna keep it real C7. So here we go.
Keep moving forward. If you're feeling hurt, keep moving. If you're crying, keep moving. If you don't know what's going to happen, keep moving. I just need you to keep the momentum going and not sit down and feel sorry for yourself. You might not see it right now, but all this crap you're dealing with now, you're going to be
XO Laura says,
You'll feel fortunate that
yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. This might take time to update.
because what you're going to
XO says, I think so. Happens every day. I usually see one more than he does. That's weird. Get stuck in the old YouTube pipeline, I guess. So we're at 7 now. You guys jumping on? We've got about a little less than 10 minutes left of this live stream. I'm getting tired, but if you guys keep hitting that like button, we'll keep adding them up until we're finished here.
daringly and boldly against the odds. No matter how dire the situation, no matter how insurmountable the obstacles, you keep moving forward. You keep walking toward your dreams, no matter what. This relentless pursuit, this unyielding drive is what separates the victors from the
stuck at 7, although I still only see 6. But we've completed 7 rounds, 7 sets. We'll keep it going. I'm Keep It Real says I'll hit the hearts. Hopefully that'll boost something. I don't know if that works. Yeah, I don't know if it works either. I'm gonna keep it real. I will tell you though, you guys spam like that. I did notice the other day in the oh, what's it called? In the algorithm, not the algorithm, the metrics. That's the word I'm looking for. I did notice in the metrics, it counted the number of times people hit that heart button. And there was something like 157 hearts or something like that. So I think it does help to a degree. It looks like Exo's doing it as well. So yeah, let's get some folks on here. Let's get this challenge going. Let's make it hard before we end the live stream.
You stop at nothing to reach it. Whenever you feel negative, whenever you feel your life is getting tough, I want you to say, I'm responsible. I'm responsible for my life. I'm responsible for what happens. I can't change the past, so I'm not going to spend a single second worrying about what has happened. I'm going to become so busy working on my future and my goals that I don't have time to think about the past. You get so laser focused that you get very specific on what you're doing to make it happen. Exactly what you're doing on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday. You know precisely how to make your situation better every day of the week. You turn your tragedy into triumph, because that's what winners do. They don't just dream, they do. Winners take their plans, their goals, their visions, and turn them into action. They're not paralyzed by fear or doubt. They're propelled by determination and drive. Winners don't fall apart. Winners don't give up. Winners don't
I'm gonna keep it real since I'll hit all the buttons. Exo Laura says yes. Let's keep hitting all the buttons. So we do this every morning during the week, 5 a.m. Central Standard Time. Every morning we get on here. We've been doing this challenge now for about a week. We pick an exercise, and every like equals more of that exercise. Amma says, usually at this time I'm getting ready for work, but today I'm off, so I get to see you. Nice. Nice. Brian says he liked. Let's go, Brian. I see 7 likes. What do you guys see? Okay. I think we got 8 likes. I'm only showing 7, but we'll count it. We want to make sure Brian gets what he paid for. Hold on 1 second. All right, there we go. There's 8. Let's count it. Any of you guys jumping on who haven't hit the like button yet? Hit that like button. Keep stacking them up. Brian says, what's the most out of shape you've ever been? That's a good question. Brian, I've been working out for 25 plus years. So I guess the most out of shape I've ever been was when I was 12 years old and started working out, I guess.
No, that's not true. You gained some weight. You remember compared to wrestling?
I wasn't out of shape though. I was just a little buffer, pudgier. There was a period a couple of years ago, Brian, where I started gaining the old family belly. And I really had to focus on that. I had to cut down on the sweets, so maybe then. Brian says you never struggled with obesity. So, yeah, a little bit around the belly a couple of years ago, but I noticed it pretty quick and got on it pretty fast. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. The family, all the guys in my family got that beer belly, you know. So I've promised myself I'm not getting there. But Brian, I struggled not so much with obesity. I do like sweets, and I do have to discipline myself not to eat sugar. But my biggest issue is I was a hard gainer, which means I was small and lanky and I couldn't put on mass. That was my biggest struggle for a long time. I'm a Keep It Real says, yeah, in Latino family, it can be hard to stay disciplined. Yeah, My wife, that little Ecuadorian over there, I know all about that. You Latinas love to feed the guys. They'll make us chunky. And keep it real. No, XO says, yes, girl, the men in his family do have that big belly. I'm keep it real says, the food is such a big temptation. Yep. XO says, tell me about it. We love rice. I don't like the rice. I'm not a big fan of the rice.
Because your mama never cooked it.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I'll tell you a story here in just a minute about that little Latina crazy woman,
Firecracker.
little firecracker tricked me. Hang on a second.
I didn't trick you. I think we told her the story.
Harness this shit. It is only up from here. I'm gonna come back. You're stronger.
So I tell you a little story. I love Mexican food. I love it. All its cheesy goodness, all those tortillas, all of it. And so I married this one, and I was like, isn't it great? I'm gonna get Mexican food every night. Little did I know, Ecuadorian dishes are not the same as Mexican dishes. They don't really use cheese. They don't use a whole lot of refried beans, tortillas. I don't use as much of that. It's mostly like spices and stuff. So I got tricked. I got duped. Brian says, how'd you get past not gaining mass? Did it change over time or a big change in diet and exercise? Okay, so it was over time. Where I was stubborn for a long time is really trying to educate myself on the science of exercise and diet. And I just kind of thought, I'll just work out really, really hard. The harder I work out, that'll get me where I want to go. But you can't really outwork it so much. I mean, you can get some progress, don't get me wrong, but you got to really kind of learn how the muscles work. You got to learn how much intensity to put in, how much weight to stack. You got to learn the diet portion of it. So once I got the diet portion of it down and I was able to consume enough calories and work out with the right level of intensity, that really helped out. XO says he knows what he's getting into. He loves it. Yeah, I mean, keep it real says I knew. All right. We're getting close to the end here. Let me go ahead and hit some more shoulder presses while we wait on the likes to flood through. Brian, if you got more questions, feel free to keep them coming. While we got some time, I'm happy to answer. Hey, girl, 1 second. All right. Assuming we don't get any more likes on this push-up challenge, probably got time for one more overhead press set. I can go ahead and answer some questions real quick while I'm waiting on my rest time. Brian says, have you ever considered taking performance-enhancing drugs? I know guys like Joe Rogan openly take it in moderation to help with their physique. No, well, have I ever considered it? Yes, back in my 20s, I considered it, but I've never taken any drug in my entire life. And so back in my 20s, I was kind of like, oh man, even though I want to kind of go to the next level, bulk up some more, I thought I'd never done any drug. I'd really rather hold off until I can do absolutely as much as I possibly can on my own. And then after that, I'll reconsider it. And so I just saw myself continue to progress and progress and progress. And I never felt like I'd really maxed out my potential on what I could physically do myself. So I never ended up taking them. And to this day, I'm kind of glad I didn't. As I get closer, I'm almost 40. That stuff can kind of wear on you. But no, I don't take anything, never taken anything other than like creatine and protein, pre-workouts, just kind of like over-the-counter supplements. I don't take any kind of performance-enhancing drug. I've been proud of what I've been able to do by myself. I'm gonna keep it real, says that's super sweet. I think you're talking about little Sophia there, yeah? Brian says, I've looked into stuff like MK677, but never had the balls to try it. Honestly, Brian, I'd stay away from it. Do everything you can on your own first. Get to know the science behind working out, the science behind the diet. Perfect and master that before you just take the shortcut. I'll tell you, you'll be more proud of your results that way. Let's see, we got, let's try to say this name. We'll call you Nugs. I'm on the cut right now, and I went from 246 to 165. Wow, nice. I guess Sophia made a face because I'm all sweaty. I'm gonna keep it real, since I never had that kind of relationship with my dad. I can't even picture it. Oh, sorry to hear that. My dad wasn't real affectionate either, and so when I had my kids, that was kind of something I said I was gonna do, is be really affectionate, show them love. Sometimes I struggle with it because it's not something that I really was taught. I'm glad you're happy to see that. Let's see, Nug says, yeah, keep the streak real. Oh no, that's okay, so we got to keep going, guys. We got another new like, so let me add on the push-ups. All right, we'll catch up on comments and then we're done here, guys. I gotta get cleaned up, kids to school, dressed for work, all the stuff. We got okay, Nug says keep it real. Love that, Nugs. EXO saying oh no, sorry about that. I think she's talking to I'm gonna keep it real. And we got EXO says we do our best to love our kids so they never feel that. Yeah, you don't want them feeling that. That's hard. You grow up with that kind of stuff. You always feel like something's lacking. I know I did. I know EXO also did too. I'm gonna keep it real says my dad was in my life, but he just wasn't that big at showing affection. I see that all too much. Men, if you're listening, you're watching this, and you got kids, step it up. Okay, stop trying to act tough. Stop trying to be like, a rock. Stop being emotionally stunted. Like, get out of your comfort zone. Love your kids. Show them the love. It's important. It helps with their development. Helps with their growth. Don't do that to them. It makes them into struggling adults. EXO's talking about must be a family thing. Her dad wasn't super affectionate. I'm gonna keep it real. Since when my grandpa was drunk, my dad wasn't showing affection, but I guess the cycle had to break sometime. Yep. Brian says, do you do any competitions, recreational sports, or hydraulics? It's just Lifter Health. Now it's just Lifter Health. If you look behind me, I got a little display case of some of my memorabilia from my pro wrestling days. I was doing that for a long time. Obviously, well, I guess you wouldn't know. I broke my neck in November, so I can't wrestle anymore. So now I'm just doing it for health and for recovery. I'm gonna keep it real, not trying to bring down the mood. That's cool. Real talk is fine here. We talk gym, we talk life. It's fine. Nug says my pops was never there. It's too sad. Guys, again, like if you're watching this and you got kids, man up, own up to your responsibilities, love your kids, be there for them. Stop running away from the job, okay? Like there's way too many, what I call them is boys who can shave. It's guys out there masquerading as men who act like little boys. They just do what feels good. They just do what's comfortable. They don't actually love their kids the way they need to. You got to. I'm gonna keep it real. Says happy vibes. Thanks, EXO. Brian says, oh, yes. Sorry, Brian. I'm not one to cuss. It's all good. Pro wrestling. Where'd you compete at? Mostly in the Texas area. I've wrestled Arkansas, Louisiana, New Jersey. I think I had some matches in Georgia. A few tryout matches with WWE and TNA back in the day. Last few years, I was just doing it for fun, and then, like I said, I broke my neck, so I had to stop. Do you have a nickname? Yeah, I also have a YouTube as well if you want to check it out. Wrestling name was Aaron Eagle. So if you go to YouTube, type that in, you'll see a bunch of stuff from the last couple of years of my run before I broke my neck. You can check that out. Have fun with it. Feel free to subscribe. But that's it for today, guys. I got to run. We do this every morning, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you guys enjoyed this and want to get on, keep the discussion going, keep the challenges going, we'll be on again tomorrow, which is a Friday at 5 a.m. Central Standard Time here in Texas. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like. Go check out our content. Let me know what you want to see and share it with your friends. Really trying to grow this channel, so help us out. Appreciate you guys. Take care.